My first day of Mastrobian was in 2003. I was 2 years old, about to turn 3. And obviously I don't remember everything, but two things stood out about that day. Obviously I was missing my family. I didn't really want to leave my parents, but some felt that emotion a little stronger than I did. I remember Sevag desperately clinging onto his mom's leg.
I didn't want to leave my mommy, so I kept hugging her and crying and begging her to not leave me at school.
And then Chris was running to the parking lot to get away from the classroom.
After school, I just ran away to the parking lot, so yeah.
I remember my teacher, Dean Sevon, trying to control the chaos and eventually got everyone in the classroom.
My first day of school, I got here with my cousin George, and when they first told us to stand in line, that's when I knew this was going to be a good school. The Sobyan is always organized.
The first memory I have of Monty Ben Ivy, I remember the first day of 11th grade. I walked into school to see a crowd of girls just standing there. So I go up to them, and Mariam was the happiest person I ever saw. She ran up to me and hugged me, and I didn't even know her. That's the first memory I have of Mariam. Ivy, I'm not even sure when I met her. We kind of just started talking and became friends, honestly.
First day of Mastrobian, it was 15 years ago, and I just remember I didn't want to come. I was bawling in the morning. I didn't realize then that I would be spending the next 15 years of my life here and how much Mastrobian would mean to me.
So one of my most memorable moments from the 15 years that I've been at Mastrobian, it was honor roll night in 7th grade. It was at that moment that I realized how much Mastrobian had impacted me as a person. And then of course we talked too much and we had to run back to the cafeteria because the honor roll ceremony had started already without us.
It was in 5th grade. Our teacher was not in the classroom. Me and Gua got in a little bit of a beef, and he ended up choking me out, and I think I cried, if I remember correctly.
And I choked out my friend Chris one time, but that's not going to be on the video.
So that was one of my favorite memories, because now me and Gua are pretty good friends, and yeah, it's crazy how things work.
In 10th grade, in Mr. Ferrafino's chemistry class, we were doing a lab in the science lab, and we were always taught that, if a chemical spills on you, you have to go under the shower and, rinse it off of you so you don't get any burns. A student threw water that was in a test tube on another student and scared them, thinking that it was a chemical. So this student had to run under their shower. The whole class knew it was water. We just thought it would be extremely funny if we pressed the shower and our classmate got soaked from head to toe. We caused a lot of damage, a lot of water damage to the 2nd floor, and Mr. David was really, really mad at us. Sorry, Mr. David.
In the end of sophomore year, we got a new substitute teacher, Mr. Terry, and we thought, what a great opportunity to take advantage of a teacher. We decided to pretend that there was another classmate that we had. His name was Steven. And we talked about Steven all day long in class. We talked about missing him and how he was going to be coming back. And one day we came into class and we were all quiet. We weren't being our obnoxious usual selves. And then Sarah Lee got up dramatically.
Bawling my eyes out, I just said, "Mr. Terry, Steven's dead."
And Mr. Terry was so confused, and I think he wasn't sure if we were serious or not.
He was just very, very nervous that his whole class was breaking down crying. He came and talked to us, and we got in trouble again.
This was our spirit games. Everyone was running to get a bag full of Christmas items that you could decorate your classroom with. So I volunteered to run for my class. So we started it off by grass, and then there was a gate. And in my head, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll jump over that gate. I'll get over it. I'll get the bag. And there was this one prize, a pickle that supposedly you get this pickle and you get a bunch of more gifts. So I'm like, okay, they're gonna put this pickle in a very specific hard spot to get. I thought the playground, you know. So they say 1, 2, 3, go. And I jump over and I was yelling, Anthony! And no one was hearing me, I guess. Miss Hudig's stroking my head. It's gonna be okay, Devas. It's gonna be okay. Tigran comes with a box full of a large pizza. He's like, you want a pizza, bro? He's like trying to make jokes. I'm yelling at him.
I guess I want to say thank you to the faculty of the school, all my friends, my teachers, my parents, obviously. Each teacher that has taught me has left a piece of them and their class with me, and altogether those things make me who I am. So I just want to say thank you to every teacher that I've had for impacting me, for people like Mr. Bliss who taught me that deadlines won't change and not every class is going to go the way I want, for people like Mr. Dodd who taught me how to write essays, for people like Raz who taught me how important it is to stay Armenian, how important it is to be active. Շնորհակալություն կուզեմ հայտնել իմ ուսուցիչներուս, որոնք միշտ կքաչալերեին ինձի, որ լավագույնս ունեմ։ Իմ դասընկերներուս, որ միշտ հաճելի դարձուցին մեր դպրոցական կյանքը, եւ ամենեն կարևորը իմ ծնողներս, որոնք միշտ կողքս մնացին ամենեն դժվար եւ ամենեն հաճելի օրերում։
I just want to say thank you to everyone who helped me graduate high school, my parents, my awesome teachers, my friends, and a special thank you to Mr. Robert Avedisian for being an amazing teacher. I'll never forget you.
Honestly, when I first came to Mesrobian, it was hard and easy. Hard because I didn't know anyone, and the only person I knew was my cousin and my brother. But easy because within the 2 weeks we all became a family and best friends, which I really liked about Mesrobian. To my parents, I want to thank you guys for always being there for me and sending me to a really good school, being on top of my education, and all in all just being such a lovable family. I also want to thank Mr. David because he was the person that you needed most at this school. He was always there whenever you weren't feeling happy or you were even at your happiest moments. He was just there, and I really appreciate him always supporting us at our games and just being there for us, basically. To my brother, who's still going to this school, I'm wishing you luck, and you're a really, really smart, bright kid, and I know you have the potential to do everything in life. Think about it before you do it, and get straight to the point.
Thank you to everybody that helped me get this far. I would have not been able to get this far without them. I like to tell all my friends and colleagues, big word, that in the future, you could do whatever you want, and I hope they all succeed and live happy lives, and I hope we all hang out in the future regularly like we do now, and yeah, thanks for everything.
First, I would like to thank David Gugasian for being supportive. I'm thankful for the teachers and the staff for making this year unforgettable. Mostly thankful for my mom and dad and my step-parents for being there for me from the beginning.
I want to thank our teachers for dealing with us for all these years, no matter how difficult we got, which was at times very difficult. I want to say thank you to my parents for sending me to Mesrobian in the first place, which was one of the best things that's ever happened to me, and for constantly supporting my love for the Armenian language and culture and making sure that fire was always lit inside of me. I want to thank my siblings who love me unconditionally, even though I give them hell sometimes. But most importantly, I want to thank all my friends for the unforgettable memories they've given me. Friends who I've laughed with and cried with, friends who I've gone through some ups and downs with, and friends who have been there with me through anything. No matter where life takes us, I'll always hold you all dear to my heart. So, thank you. Mesrobiana inzi amar andanike.
I'd like to start off by thanking my teachers. Thank you for the time you spent educating me all these years. Thank you for the advice you guys gave me and conversations we had after class. Thank you to our principal who positively changed our school. Thank you to my coaches who taught me the fundamentals of basketball and of life. Now I'd like to thank my parents. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for your endless support, for working all day and all night to put me in a great school and send me to college. Thank you to my sister for believing in me even when I don't. Thank you to all my grandparents for their endless support. Thank you for teaching me that education is the greatest investment. I want to also thank my aunt and my uncles for guiding me through life, and thank you to my cousins and friends for always encouraging me.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my parents and my brother, because without you three, I wouldn't be the person sitting here today. Mom, Dad, thank you for being the most supportive and understanding parents I could have asked for. It is because of your unconditional love and endless advice that I have succeeded throughout my high school career. Jonathan, I don't even want to begin to imagine driving to school without you every day. You're my best friend. You bring out my loudest laughs even when I'm mad. And even though sometimes you're the cause of me being mad.
I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has supported me throughout my years at Mesrobian. I've made so many memories here and long-lasting friendships that I'm never going to forget. I'd like to say thank you to my mom and dad who have never gave up on me and always pushed me to do my best. Thank you for bringing me to an Armenian school and connecting me with my roots. Special thank you to Mr. David and all my teachers for always being there for me and teaching me long life lessons. I appreciate you guys so much. This school will forever be in my heart.
I want to say thank you to my mom and my dad for sending me to Mesrobian for high school because they knew that I would be happiest learning and building my character here. I also want to say thank you to Mr. David for always encouraging us to leave with a positive legacy, and to Ms. Naidi for making my experience on ASB this year so memorable. I built lasting friendships with not only my classmates and other students here, but also with teachers who went beyond doing their job and showed sincere care in seeing us succeed. Every person here has contributed to an exceptional 4 years that I wouldn't want to spend anywhere else, and I'm so excited to give back to the Armenian community long after high school.
I want to say thank you to my parents for putting me in Armenian school from the beginning. This gave me the confidence I needed to further my education. I also want to thank my sisters and my brother. This school impacted my life for the better. From the students to the teachers, I love them all. Lastly, I want to thank my teachers and my principal for believing in me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Շնորհակալ եմ, շնորհակալ եմ, շնորհակալ եմ, շնորհակալ եմ,
Şunor Hagalem.
Şunur Agalıçın.
Şunlar